everyone. My name's Rebecca, and this is Your Bourbon Journey. Welcome to another evening of Thirsty Thursday cocktails. What are we making tonight? We've got Woodford and we've got mint. What might it be? Well, right now, the world seems to be assembling in Louisville, Kentucky, because on Saturday is the 151st running of the Kentucky Derby. One of the most iconic and classic drinks of the Derby is the Mint Julep. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun if we made that tonight so that perhaps you could make it this weekend while you're watching the Derby? It doesn't require a lot of ingredients, but let's take a look at what we will need. First, you need a good Kentucky bourbon. Woodford Reserve is the official Mint Julep bourbon of the Kentucky Derby. Therefore, why not use that today? We also need some fresh mint leaves. You can buy them in a nice little clamshell type thing at the grocery store. I like getting a plant because then I can work with it over time and ensure that I have more coming all the time. So it's great. You can use it in your tea as well, which is pretty nice. If we're gonna make a few mint juleps, that would really be important. We also need some sugar or some simple syrup. I'm just gonna use half a packet of granulated sugar today. And to do that with our mint leaves, we're gonna need a muddle. Very important that you have a muddle, a nice sturdy rocks glass. Of course, as always, we need a good jigger as well. I also have crushed ice ready for the drink because a mint julep is absolutely best for sure with some crushed ice. And I put mine in a food processor to get it nice and ground up, but you can also put it in a bag and hit it with a rubber mallet. There's all kinds of ways to get crushed ice, or I have a lot of friends that go to Sonic drive-thru and just get a big cup of crushed ice. So crushed ice is critical, just like fresh mint leaves are really critical. So let's get started with making the mint julep. So first we want to get our mint part completed. Now it's 8 to 10 leaves, but it depends on their size. We don't want every part of the leaf, right? They're already starting to smell fragrant just as you touch them. You get the little oils moving. I'm working on the more mature pieces right now. I think that will do better in the cocktail and save the other ones for when they grow up to be a little bit more adultish and ready for a cocktail. That should be sufficient. Put them in the bottom of your glass, and then we're going to add about a half teaspoon and a packet of sugar. We don't usually keep sugar in the house that much, so I only have packets for people with coffee. So it's about a half a packet of sugar, and you want to sprinkle it right on top of your leaves so that as you're muddling, you can work that into the leaves. Now it's really important. Our goal here is not to shred the leaves, pulverize the leaves, make sure the leaves don't even show up in your cocktail. Our whole idea behind this muddling is that we want to release its oils and release that lovely fragrance of the mint. So we're just going to gently but firmly push down to release the oils, and you can see it makes little dots on the leaves. It pushes the sugar in, releases the oils from the leaves, and then it's ready to go. Now we're going to add our bourbon, which is 2 ounces of our Woodford Reserve bourbon. Go. And next we will add our crushed ice, which again I said I already had crushed my ice. So I'm going to basically fill my glass with this crushed ice. That's what makes this drink just kind of luscious. It makes the glass really cold. It really gets it to the right proof point that you're going to want with that 2 ounces of the bourbon in there. And you will want a bit of crushed ice because you will see it starts to dissolve pretty quickly in this cocktail. The bourbon's heating it up. There we go. That's perfect. Now I'm going to stir it just a bit to make sure that we're mixing up our mint, that sugar is getting incorporated, and that the ice is chilling it just fine. You can see the glass starting to frost a little bit now from all of this nice crushed ice. It's looking good. Now I do want to add one more leaf. Let's great to have one near the top that's not quite as muddled, just so that you know how I am about the aromas and fragrances of a cocktail. And I can smell it on my fingers. It smells terrific. That lets it be near you as you drink it. So let's taste our classic mint julep. Cheers. Minty, fresh, a hint of sweetness, but really what's coming through is that lovely Woodford Reserve bourbon with these hints of mint, and the ice is just making it chilled. It makes me want to cheer on my favorite horse this weekend. I better get to picking one. So I hope that you have a great Derby weekend, and that even if you don't watch the horses, that you might find time to enjoy a mint julep while friends are watching the Derby. So cheers to a safe running of the 151st Kentucky Derby, and to all the mint juleps in your life. May you always drink responsibly and have a fabulous evening. Cheers.